Are you ready? If you're ready, say yes!
Yes!
Alright, everyone is ready. It's recording. Top. So, hello everyone. Welcome for the first NC Initiative podcast. I present to you my outfit. Say hello everyone.
Hello!
Hello!
Hey, we're NC on Miller. And we're all passionate of Planetside 2, so I wanted to do this podcast where we're going to talk about the recent changes, what we want in the game, the evolution of Planetside 2, etc. So, first, NCIv, it's like now 4 years old outfit. Some of us post videos. There is Wawa, which are the oldest members. I think now like some of the firsters. There is Ruby,
Hey.
BVE, Toby. Toby's here. Just realized.
It's weird.
So I'm gonna ask them some questions about the news. So about the most recent changes, what impacted the game the most, I think, are the new constructible bases like Berges, Sunken Relay Station, the unstable warp gates, a little bit Koltyr VR, and the new guns by Doku. It was a little buzz, but now it's fade out. So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask Ruby, what do you think of the evolution of the game, like in general? How do you think the game is going?
Currently the progression is favorable, I think. Like, currently where it's going, I like it. The new guns are pretty much amazing. I think, yeah, okay, balance issues here and there, but like the design, amazing. Faction specific, amazing, stuff like that. The Koltyr and VR changes are reasonable, let's say it like that, and the more controversial topic of combined arms initiative, I'm not a big fan, but I'm also not a big vehicle main, so I don't really care.
Alright, Flint, what do you think?
I'd say they're pretty good as well. I mean, the CII, while it's controversial, it has changed up the game a bit, and it does help the newer players with heat to be a bit more competitive.
Yeah,
obviously,
I noticed the infantry has much more chances in the open. You can run around and like not be wrecked by vehicles immediately. And since I don't play vehicles enough, I don't see that as a big problem. I know like many people don't like the fact that you cannot one-shot stuff. There is things that I don't like the default launchers that doesn't one-shot, that doesn't put ESFs on fire. I really hate this. When I had my last shot with on a rocket on an ESF and it doesn't kill it, you feel so bad. You're like, no, shit. But apart from that, like, it's going really in a good way. I don't find any big problems like crashes, etc. The unstable Warpgate, it's a nice addition when a continent is just unlocked. I think it really focuses the fights before, like, I never want to play at the beginning of an unlock, but now it's a bit better. So yeah, I really like the new changes overall. Me too.
Actually, about the unstable Warpgate, the first iteration of that was the donut shape, right? Only the bases on the outside of the map. And while technically a good idea to have only certain bases open, it was, I think, right at the beginning suggested to have only the middle bases open, so that the three factions meet in the middle instead of having like basically no chance of a three-way fight. And if I heard correctly, they are going to change it in exactly that way, and that is also something that I am in favor of. So,
yeah, I like it too. Like, everyone to the crown at the beginning.
Exactly.
The crown, B-point, the crown, my favorite place.
Also, what do you think of Koltyr VR? Have you played there? Do you play? Do you like play, or do you just wait for there in the queue?
On live, I only wait on the queue there, but actually we've played on PTS a little bit there for dumb reasons. But yeah, I like it that it's like open now to the general public, if you want to call it that. But without without points, without weapon statistics and stuff like that. And I've heard that the VR is also gonna get changed, or has it already gotten changed? I'm out of the loop there.
Yeah, I kind of like it actually. When really I cannot get in the continents because of the pops, and I have to stay on Koltyr, I start fighting there, and it's actually it's an amazing continent. Honestly, I think it should be used for much more than this, not just VR. Like since it's one of the best made continents, it's the last. Like maybe for competitive or training something, it could be interesting. I think it can be used even more. So
no, it is really good for doing little scrims, because I've done a couple of those on Koltyr instead of loading up PCS. Also find if you go to one of the edge bases, then people don't really just go after the Sunday like they do on PCS, so the scrims tend to actually last more than a few seconds.
Yeah, and I liked actually the mentality there, because people don't kill the Sunders, they just fight like very casually, and it's a bit different. Like we play to warm up, to kill people, not for the objective. I think it's an interesting addition. So next, we're gonna talk about the construction system. Sorry, it's my phone. The construction system. I'm really bad at constructing bases. I think the best we have here is Ruby. So what can you tell us about the construction system? Do you like it? What do you want more in this system, and how do you think it has evolved?
Yeah, that's a bit of a bumpy topic. The construction system was a great idea straight from the start. Like building your own bases, having all these options, having like a lot of room to just build stuff, and like very different stuff as well. It's great. The implementation wasn't too great, like forcing it into this Koltyr point system. Don't really like it. Forcing it into the alerts, also kind of bad. But now with the open field bases, where you can cap points, what's it called, within vehicles and build around it, that's great. I want actually more of that on the map. I actually think like every third base or something like that should be something like that, because that would actually encourage a lot of vehicle fights, a lot of construction, building and fights. The Koltyr refinement with like the hive, I don't actually think that it's that important. I don't think we need an incentive to build these bases other than just we want fights there. That should be the incentive. So yeah, and I don't like the implementation so far, but like at this point right now, I actually like it more than it was before.
Yeah, the new bases, like really, it was a very good step. Like before that, I was completely ignoring these bases more and more. But with these bases, you cannot ignore them. Now they're on the lane, in the lattice, and it makes each time the fight very interesting. It's never the same, since the base is never built the same. So yeah, as you say, like I think most of the bases, not most, like much more of the bases should be like that, because some bases are really starting to bore me, like the bases on Esamir, like with one building, etc. If you could have instead like constructible bases with a little bit of terrain, this would be so much more cool. So I hope they'll do this. Please Daybreak, please Rail. Everyone say please Rail. Please Rail, please Rail. Please Rail, please Rail. Please Rail. Trop drôle. So Tech Terror, you haven't talked. Are you here?
Yeah.
Tech Terror, what do you think of the construction?
The construction update? You should cut out there.
Like, what do you like? Do you like it, and how do you think it could be improved?
I haven't really experienced it too much. I play the game on a fairly regular basis, but I haven't been very good, and I don't really spend any money on it or anything, and I don't play often enough to earn enough certs to get a lot of these items. But I enjoy fighting at these player-made bases. I like to defend them, and I like to help prepare and support them. It's kind of a fun experience.
Cool. So you let other people build them, and then you fight.
Yeah.
It cannot be you building. It's the same with me, actually. Like, if you have the occasion to attack them, defend, okay. But building them, like, it takes so much time, so much investment, you don't know if it's gonna pay.
Yeah.
But it's really nice to see, like, the evolution. Like, recently, like, there is between Quartz Ridge and Indar X, this base is very hot. Before it was just a battlefield, but now with the construction, like, I was very impressed the last time I played there, and with all the Oberto strikes. It made it really, really, really epic. and it gives a new view of Planetside 2. You see the potential of the construction if it was generalized, if it was more common, and I think really the game could very benefit of having more of these bases, or being able to build more and closer to the normal bases. I really can't wait to see when the orbital strikes can hit the normal bases, because then like people really care about killing the constructions close to them. So very good job for now. I think it's going on a good path. Voila. Anything else to add?
I would just think that you could. Now you said like hitting like normal bases, you could like add like make certain aspects of those bases have to be built using some sort of system to increase defenses for like certain bases. And they could be taken out with an orbital strike.
Alright, so what do you want in the game? I'm gonna ask Flint. Flint, what do you want in Planetside 2?
Oh,
what Flint wants? I want this, I want that, I want that.
If I could only pick small things, then I would just generally say
something realistic.
More cover for infantry bases, so that we can effectively adjust the combat system in the game, so that inside bases is just infantry only, and then outside is combined arms, which would solve all the problems of people complaining about, oh, there's no infantry fights because we can just stay indoors. And then anyone who wants combined arms simply just goes outside bases, and by doing that, because that's how you get combined arms, more people would play outside, which would actually help stabilize and make everyone happy.
Alright, Ruby, what do you want?
I know it's not really realistic, but I would like the max units to be completely revamped into basically a support class. Like I said, it's not realistic, but like having them have like bigger shields to protect infantry behind them, healing or repair abilities, anti-air, okay, obviously, and stuff like that, but like less actual killing power, but yeah, and a lot more details about that, but it's not realistic.
Yeah, actually, I agree with that. Maybe it's realistic actually to revamp it. Like the max has changed a lot right now. I think it's complete. I don't pull them anymore. Since they removed the charge, like I think they're too slow. I wreck them so easy with the ambusher and C4.
Yeah,
like,
I for example think that it's that exact move, the removal of the charge ability, was a really good step. Because I don't think a sprinting max that can one-shot you is a good idea in any case. Like an indoor tank that can outrun you, I find it hard to believe that anyone who really cares about this game would like that in the game. Obviously, it can be fun to play like that, but I really don't want that. So that move I really appreciated. But yeah, my idea of revamped maxes would go a lot farther, and I believe I would piss off a lot of max mains in this game. And DBG is not courageous enough to do that, I believe. Let's say it like that.
Alright, Zarek, are you there?
Yes.
Hey, tell us what you want in Planetside 2.
Actually, I don't have a concrete wish that I want to get added, but I want to have the faction balancing queue removed, because I think it doesn't work in the current form. Because I just want to join and fight for my faction, and I can't, even if we are getting have a more population, but we're getting ganked and we lose a lot of territory. And I can't join them. That's very sad. Interesting.
Actually, yeah, I think it's a bit too strict that they put like you have to have 33 or 34% of the population. Is that it? There is like a very strict.
Basically, when one faction has a lot lower percentage, or actually just a few percentage points lower than the other factions,
yeah.
The other factions are being restricted already.
Okay, I see.
Not even like if two factions have less than 20%. No, it's much more restrictive than that.
Yeah.
So
I think it's like a bit too strict. Like this rule, maybe we could allow a bit more difference between the population. But yeah, I kind of agree. Tech Terror, what do you want? Your turn.
I'm not sure what I want particularly. I kind of like just revamping some stuff. Maybe revamping some of the map, like maybe some graphics or something. Something cool. Like the game look a little different.
Alright. Interesting. Nice to have your wishes all. It's cool. So now we're gonna go to the advices. Since we have all big veterans here, I don't know which was the best player here. Like beside me,
obviously.
I would say Ruby or Tech. I'm not sure. Ruby is the highest level for sure.
Yeah. Without trying to brag, I think I might be the second one in line.
Alright, so Ruby starts. What's your advice for new players, Ruby?
For new players, well, the first thing obviously is do not use your certs, your first certs, on weapons. Use them on abilities, on suit slots, on that kind of stuff. Do not use weapons yet. Buy weapons yet, because it's like the starter weapons are actually kind of amazing, and you get them for free. Just use them until you are bored of them. That's the first thing. Second thing is you're gonna die a lot. Don't get frustrated, especially at the beginning. This is a hard game. Just improve your reactions, improve your awareness, improve your aim. That's already.
What helped you the most to improve your skill?
Just experience, I think. Just playing and playing and playing. Just getting to know the game, getting to know how it plays. I mean, nobody helped me when I was starting, so I had like half a year or even a year, I don't know, of being a complete noob. I was not good at the game at the beginning. So that is just not something to be ashamed about. People have to learn the game before they can be good. It's just obviously. So the advice is just have the mentality of do not just give up right at the start. Keep playing. It's gonna get a lot better.
Alright, not bad. So Zarak, what can you tell? What advice can you give new players to enjoy the game more?
Actually, my brother just started to play, and he played with me, and that's what I would say sorry, I'm fucked up with my grammar.
It's okay.
I would give him the new players the advice to get a mentor who tells them about the game, because it's so complex, and if you are new, there's so much mechanics, and new players think they are doing good things, and it simply isn't the true, because they're doing complete bullshit, because the fight just moved to another base, and I would really say they need someone who explains the game to them.
Interesting. Tech Terror, what do you have to say about that?
I'm pretty much still kind of a noob. I still not. My aim is terrible and a lot of other things, but I wouldn't really. I suggest a lot of the same things that everyone else is saying.
Alright.
I don't know.
Cool. These were good advice. I want to hear Flint about this. Flint, do you have advice?
I would say firstly to adjust your mouse sensitivity, because playing on like 1 centimeter for a 360 it's just not going to work. So like get a proper sensitivity, and then once you've done that, please learn to burst fire, because there's so many clips on Reddit of people holding down the trigger, firing 70 rounds, and the guy doesn't die. So they complain the gun's broken, when in reality it's just you holding on the trigger and the cone of fire is like huge. So you need to get a good sensitivity and then learn to burst fire so you can remain accurate with your good sensitivity.
Interesting, yeah, it's very true. Like now, if I have a new mouse or a new pad, I'm completely messed up for good. So very good advice, guys. I don't have anything to add about this. Let's go straight to the videos. We're gonna do a section. We're gonna elect some of the best videos of the month. So, Zarak, tell me what are your favorite videos of the month. This Planetside 2 videos.
First I have to say I didn't watch a lot Planetside videos lately, and it's mainly yours, and the heavy damage of you was the best.
Thanks. I think there is not enough content putting out for the best video of the month. I'm just thinking. So let's. I told them like we're not gonna talk about my videos. Instead, we're gonna say what were your favorite Planetside 2 videos of all time. I'm gonna ask this to Ruby.
Oof, of all time?
One or two, three videos, best videos, favorite of yours.
Ooh, that is difficult. And obviously I cannot name one of yours, but... how about I do not say a specific one, but because I cannot remember specific ones right now. The YouTuber Serious Gaming, or formerly known as Patty Fathead, I think, has some really good game analysis videos, and I can only suggest watching a lot of that. So let's say one of his best videos is one of my favorites. I don't remember which one, but one of those.
Yeah, I agree. Some of the I would say for me the best video of the month is one of his videos, when he say the headwind something. Actually, it's a whole series of video where he defends Planetside. I think all this is quite good.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's interesting how analytical he is. And yeah, it's I regret there is not more content. Flint, do you have an idea? Like your favorite vid? Do you have a favorite?
Favorite ever would probably be Nico's put up together of Rel's quote when he said screen shake is not a problem in this game. And then there's just a clip of like the gun completely shaking around.
AKA you are a salty bass.
Alright, Power Gamer, what do you think of this? Tell us one of your favorite video, because Power Gamer is also editing. Hey,
Nick, are you here?
Maybe Nick is not here.
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I hear you.
Just changed my mouse sensitivity, my headphone, you know.
Okay.
Sorry. My favorite video is probably Lil Bob's I don't know what it's called. You know Lil
Flawed.
Bob's? Yeah.
You mean Flawed by Little Box?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah,
super awesome.
It's a great video, yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Take Terror.
Yeah, so-
I haven't really watched a lot of Planetside 2 videos in the recent months, but I used to like watching Joshino when he used to make them. They were kind of fun.
Alright, cool. So, good guys. One last question. Do you hate Rel?
Yes.
No, I'm joking. Like, is it? Do
mean?
you agree with the hate, the flaming on him? I think
No,
see
I
so
think
much,
he's
so many
just,
negativity around his name, and I cannot
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, I think he's just like a what's it called in English? Sorry.
Bag?
Yeah, something like a punching bag. Everybody just projects their hate onto him, like even if it's like something that he didn't do, like for example, some graphical glitch or something. Like, thanks, Rel. I don't know. It's almost become a meme, I think, to blame Rel just because everybody knows him. Like, he's one of the community. He's very active in the community still. So everybody knows him. So if anything goes wrong, just blame Rel. I think that's just in this community now. I think
There's a lot of that, and he's not like there's many new members actually that are quite interesting. I like that the Paul Giaggio guy, the guy with funky hair. It's interesting that they're bringing more people. So one last question: do you think Planetside 2 will live long?
Yes.
Depends on what Rel does. If he puts good patches like relicoptering, which is jokes, I mean, everyone hates when you die, but it's hilarious and okay. But please, Rel, give me back my rockets and AV Native Killer Max, all my 2 rockets. Then this game will live. Otherwise, problem.
Alright, nice one. So I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Very nice episode, guys. Thanks for
Lucas,
yeah.
I just added a video which I really liked
Yeah?
into the channel.
Tell me.
It's there are different music and clips from Planetside that really fit to the music from Panda. That's a really cool idea of making a video like that, and I really liked it.
Which one is do you remember the title?
Yeah, I
Planetside
posted this in
video
PS2 videos in the text channel here.
Alright, cool. Nice.
Oh, Planetside music video held too by
Ah, yeah, I see. Alright. Okay.
Can I make one more suggestion for a video?
Yeah, say.
I think the new NCIv video by me will be leaked.
Heat.
Okay, that's it.
Advertisement.
Which video? I haven't heard. Which video?
Then it's not out yet.
Ah, okay.
The video
You're teasing
you make
your
it.
montage.
No, the NCIv. This is NCIv trailer shit. You know.
Wow.
I don't know what to call it yet.
I didn't know that. That's cool. So maybe you'll talk about it in the next episode.
Maybe.
GG, guys.
Yeah.
Nice episode.
GG.
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 Bye bye everybody. Thanks for listening.